A welcome return to the Great War Western Front as we continue on our historical battles. And I have been absolutely astounded at how much you guys have been enjoying this. Honestly, this is kind of a guilty pleasure game. I very much admit that it has a super niche that I wholeheartedly get behind, but yeah, I just wasn't expecting everyone to be into this game as much as I am. And so as we approach the end of these historical battles, we may well need to have a revisit of this for a full campaign, although I am not going to deny I am 100% holding out, waiting for that mod to come in, as a charge of the Death Corps over the, I was going to say fields, but I guess it's the wasted mass that is Armageddon. It's something this game so sorely needs. And so once more, thank you very much for tuning in. The support has been absolutely awesome. Before we start up, you may also notice that all of those lovely shiny medals have all become gold. And you know what? I am not that good a gamer, so I have no problem with admitting I just turned the difficulty down to the absolute bare minimum. Because hot darn, getting into some of those later secondary objectives, particularly the Battle of the Somme. In fact, no, I take it back. I think the Battle of Verdun is the hardest one just to try and claim and then hold on to B. The Battle of the Somme definitely does not hold back. Particularly as two of their balloons are right up there next to the main enemy command point. Meaning you've got to punch through all of their infantry to have a chance at taking them out. On lower difficulties, that reduces the enemy's morale, meaning you can basically just tan them. But even playing it on soldier, it's just a little too difficult, not gonna deny. That, and I'd had about half a crate before we started, so that wasn't a great way. Moving swiftly onwards to the Second Battle of Passchendaele. I do believe it's time for a little history. October 26, 1917 till November 10th, 1917, playing as the Allies once more. And interestingly, this was the first battle way back when the game was first released, and they actually had a vertical selection. No pictures or anything, it was just choose a historical battle and get started. This was the one I was trying, and I'm kind of intrigued as to whether or not they've changed anything, because it starts you off with a small selection of infantry and like a rolling barrage, if memory serves. It's been a while, but I'm intrigued to see what the updates do. So I suppose without further ado, back to what I was saying. What remained of Passchendaele when the Canadian forces arrived was a hellish landscape of mud, artillery craters, and burned trees. After gaining a foothold, the Canadian commander executed a multi-phase plan to push the Germans out of what was left of the town. Using simultaneous attacks backed up by intricate rolling barrage maneuvers, Canadian forces managed to push the Germans out of the area. The Battle of Passchendaele is remembered by many as a symbol of how horrific war can be, but also as a symbol of national pride for Canada, whose troops were able to achieve a near impossible feat. Game on.
1917. Dear Mother, I'm writing to you on the eve of a great event. Conrad and I wanted to write something down for you while we had the time, and he's occasionally giving me words to add. I can't tell you where we are, but I can tell you it is far less pleasant than the other parts of Belgium I have seen. This place may once have been a fine place to live, but now it is nothing but a tremendous field of cold, wet mud and shell holes filled with water. I have seen many men fall into the mud and need 3 or 4 more men to drag them out. Not a blade of grass or tree remains, and the village that was once here is nothing but a few heaps of bricks. The Germans are well placed behind their ridge. We've been shelling them for days, but they remain resolute. Anyone who looks over the trench for more than a few seconds is shot. Those Germans may be many things, but they are not bad shots. To their credit, they do not seem inclined to fire on our stretcher bearers, who are working tirelessly in the knee-deep mud to bring back the injured. I must conclude this letter now, as our regiment is readying for a sortie on the lines. We must push the Germans away from the ridge and their guns. I pray this letter reaches you, and know that Conrad and I are looking out for each other. I remain your affectionate son, Len.
Mission overview. Our orders are to capture Passchendaele, control point Z and hold it. The Germans will not make this easy. Our artillery is ready to support the initial attack, but make sure to stay on schedule. Hints, you have limited supply cap, yep, standard stuff. Following behind the rolling barrage will make it easier to capture control point Z. Fair enough, this is an actual tactic that was used in World War I, but also led to a lot of casualties. Battle pauses when you are presented with informational choices. Take your time to read to your content. Command needs us to retake the town from the entrenched Germans and hold it until reserves arrive. Our artillery bombardment will begin at 6 a.m., so study your map, get some sleep, be prepared. Follow on schedule. Oh, it's not quite exactly like the original, but not far off. Rightio. Defenses? Who needs defenses? We're apparently on the assault. Raising balloons to coordinate targets for incoming siege barrage. Chin chin. Do I have control?
We have new orders.
Oh, I do. Allied siege barrage artillery inbound in 11. Rolling barrage imminent. Prepare to follow. Righto.
Stand by for orders.
3, 2, 1.
We need to hold this Ready position. Yourselves. Attention. Move
Clear the trenches. You know what? We're just gonna chuck everything.
This piece of ground. Stand by.
I feel like I probably should have moved like at least a second quicker, but hey ho.
Ready on the fire step.
I do still have artillery, so we can actually throw in a little something extra if needs be.
Ready on the line.
Needs probably will be.
Stand by for orders.
Oh, yep. Let's get some hits over here. Try and just silence some guns. Do a little damage on the infantry. Oh, excellent. Oh, wow. That's just a complete swarming. Marvelous. Right, if we can get these soldiers shuffling on, what that'll mean is not only will we be better defended, but also we can silence them a little bit. Or just take minimal damage. Nice. Nice. Right, you shuffle up. Ooh. You get some raiders in here.
Stand by for orders. Get in position.
Right, let's make sure we have, something set up on every line, ready to fire against the enemy. And I'll tell you what, I am going to send one in. Let's get a raider coming up just so we have a little bit of extra. Oh, we have 16 now. Very nice.
Flag. Reporting for duty. Reinforcements reporting.
Who ran?
Ready yourselves. Ready on the line. Attention on the line.
Spread out again. Let's get a few more soldiers in, get these raiders charging up. We don't actually need any of these bombardments, but why not?
Put your weapons down. We can't win this.
That's it. Pause. Pause the artillery. My days. That one unit has just massacred like 3 of us. Hold Passchendaele. Canadian Raiders or Canadian Infantry? 10 Canadian Raiders reserves. Ooh, we get a little bonus cap. Granted permission to commit more forces to the battlefield in order to hold the town. Continue the mission. Canadian Infantry reserves and supply convoy has been routed to this location. The Raiders' force has been granted to other people in the fight. Good for them. Right, I have a sneaking suspicion we are gonna get hit. So yeah, let's leave just a few here and there, just to defend and hopefully not get completely massacred.
Looks like we're late to the party.
Kind of feel like that'll do though.
Reporting for duty. Reinforcements
These days, how many do we have?
Reinforcements ready.
Too much infantry.
Take the trench.
Commander reporting an incoming German counterattack. Needs you to hold the town. Control point Z. Artillery is useful against you. Yep. We know what to do. Necessarily mean we'll do it correctly, but we do know what to do.
Take fire in positions.
Stand by for
Tell you what, because they'll get there quicker. Let's just get the raiders coming over here, so we have a little extra oomph. Raise those balloons. We could go and destroy their balloons. there be a spread. Bonus lose less than 15 infantry. Tall order. Let's get some suppressing fire, slow them down. Just keep an eye on everyone else while we're at it as well. Infantry inbound. Very nice. The little firing symbol tells you who's firing from which trench. You want it all to be long-range infantry. You know what, this guy? Flee, maybe you survive, maybe the artillery hits you. Good. It doesn't count if we retreat them. Oh, we're going to abuse that. Hello, coming from the left. Quick, make it in. There you go. Flip you around. You know what? I'm going to plonk it onto... I mean, it's not really going to hit much, but what it'll do is it'll destroy some of this barbed wire. So hopefully, in the future, when we inevitably have to attack, you can just charge through it without getting held up on the barbed wire. See? Forward planning. I think, occasionally. Send in some more infantry to help them out. And let's send in the raiders as well, because they're about to get absolutely massacred. Spread, 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 and get in there. Oh, that was nasty. Let's get them out and replace them. How many we have? We have 70. We have loads. Right, I'm going to retreat both of these. Just replace them with fresh infantry. We've only lost one. We only want to lose one. Bring the grenadiers up. Whatever they send at us. Gonna hit the flamers, could it? Right, I'm actually gonna drop it really close to our line because we just need a little extra firepower to take them out. Do not want the flamers hitting us. Flipping it, we've got their superiority. Come on in, there's a bomber coming around. You know what? In combat, they aren't actually the best, so might be all right with this. Yep. Perfect. I have to withdraw these grenadiers as well. It's unfortunate.
We're withdrawing. Have your orders. On the line.
You know what? I actually really like that rule. It gets you used to the idea of actually withdrawing your units. Take him out. Take him out. Oh, no. Right, new enemies inbound. Let's go for another raider. Not as many of them. Yeah, triple artillery. Oh, on the flamers. Oh, so close. He's absolutely massacred anyway. That is really effective. I'm gonna have to use that in the future. Just triple up the barrage. Right, since you can't be firing while you're there, we might as well pull you out. You're red inbound. Perfectly acceptable.
Get ready. Dig in, boys. Ready yourselves. Get in position. Attention.
Alright, let's withdraw that one because they took a very heavy beating there. 100 odd. That's fine. I think if we drop below 100 is really where replacing them becomes kind of useful. Eliminate German command. The German forces have stalled for now, but they will regroup. Take advantage of this lull and push to their command trench. Really? Not X or Y? It's also vital we continue to hold Passchendaele. Great. Airsport will make it easier to deal with enemy balloons and emplacements. Yeah. Right, let's send in... This is, no, that's balloon busting. I wanted a bombing run. There we go. Right, we've got to wait until our balloons can be lifted, because that was a poor move. This unit can then advance, because we're not going to get hit all the way down here.
We have your orders.
Do I want to risk you? Yeah, I've got a unit back here. Holding B. It's probably okay. Probably. Let's raise the balloons. What's going on? Capturing control point X and Y will help. There we go. Secure the flanks and relieve some pressure on our forces. When secured, command will redirect resources. Right, so if we claim X or Y, we do get a little bit of a tasty boost. And who? Can't hit you. I can hit you. Good. Alright, let's just cause some damage over there. Y is looking pretty good.
Ready for orders.
So let's wait until everyone comes in, and once they've set up, we're going to chuck, I don't know, these 3, 4, wow.
Stand by for orders.
You 2 and you 2. Perfect. 2s and 2s. We still have the don't lose too much infantry, which is a little annoying, I shan't deny. Right, I want that closer. Not that close.
Load for rolling barrage.
No, it doesn't need to be that close. I can do it there, that's fine.
Start the barrage. Ready for fire orders. Barrage ordered.
Right, there we go. Right, so we got a little bit of cover, and we're going to try and hold these off as best we can. Yep, so we just have the one machine gun, but we'll have the cover from the smoke. That's it. Break that balloon. Right, and we get silencing this MG. I don't think it can hear us from that angle, though. More of a just-in-case situation. Good. Good soldiers. Right, now we can move this infantry as well.
Ready on the fire step.
Don't have to worry about a flank. Thanks you very much. Bugger. I'm just going to send them absolutely storming it. You pull back. You come on over. Excellent. We managed to take it. All right, let's send them to explore these trenches because there's blatantly at least one more unit. There you are. Soften you up a little bit. Right, over this side. It's quite a nice barrage. It was not as effective as you want it to be, but it did relatively nicely.
We have rolling barrage orders.
Attention.
Right. Enemy fighters are inbound. Let us lower. I'm very worried about this not losing 15-bit now. So we're not going to have eyes on this.
Start the barrage. You ready, boys? Suppression fire ordered.
Cannot hit this side.
Suppression shells. Ready full barrage.
Right, that'll have to do.
Stand by for
You're going to have to get in there and hold them up.
ready yourselves. Attention.
Come on, get in the trench. Get in the trench. Come over here and help them, or else we're down to No, we're going to be down to 3 already. Curses. And triple curses. I don't think I can do anything to help you. Nope, you're just going to have to tank it and get absolutely slaughtered. Flee. Flee in return. That did not go as planned.
Looks like we're late to the party. We can't win. Ready for orders.
Come on.
We have new orders.
Did they take out our...
Position. Stand by for orders. Ready on the
So how can I do this? 7. We're down 7 now. Right, we need air superiority. I think these guys are harassing. It's planes. Shouldn't be. Should be air superiority. Securing this flank to release some pressure on the front. Command is rerouting additional companies, artillery, and supply your way, along with aid to help. Excellent.
reporting for duty.
Right, the downside is...
Reinforcements reporting.
Yeah, this. We now have lost 7. I feel like if you want to get the bonus objectives, it's kind of a really bad idea.
Teams ready. Prep for barrage. Fire.
Let's get firing, hopefully hit some of these when they're in column, and you know what, they should be pretty good on their own. Nice. Oh, come on, one more.
Ready, boys.
Damn it. Right, good hits coming in though, and we're now getting hit over hither. Absolutely fine. We are going to try being the operative word to get some soldiers over on this flank. We want to claim it.
Orders incoming. Stand by for orders.
Ready for fire orders. Barrage coordinates.
I need someone, come on. Give me someone that can lay down some suppressing fire. Is there anyone? There is no one. No one can actually fire upon this position, meaning we're just going to have to go old school, heavy artillery. Hopefully deal enough damage that it just silences these cretins. Seriously, why can't we get more troops in here? Get in there. You are doomed if you stay outside. Yeah, you're now doomed. There's nothing you can do. I hate you. With burning passion. Burning Passchendaele, some might say. I'll let myself out.
Get ready. Get in position. Reporting for duty. Attention. Back to the
Let's
rear.
withdraw this unit. They are not going to make it. We're on 8 now. You're all probably doomed.
Fire orders.
Wow. Not doing as bad as I
Ready
thought
for
they would.
orders.
Let's get moving in. And we
Reinforcements
are going to
reporting.
send as much support as possible. It looks like they're actually coming in from here, which is going to be part of the issue.
Load them up. We have rolling barrage orders.
But seeing suspicion, they're actually getting hit
Rolling barrage.
en route
Set positions. Load light
from the enemy over this side,
suppression
which is not good.
Fire on position. Ready, boys. Start the barrage.
Let's get some hits in, try and hold up the enemy.
Ready for fire orders.
None of these guys can hit over onto that flank, which is rather annoying. Get you moving over. We want to keep all areas covered on Z. Why don't you guys just run straight up? Because it's something to make a difference, to be absolutely honest with you. Good, one trench cleared. Keep moving.
Load them up. Load for suppressing.
Let's just get some shots over here to silence this machine gun more than anything. Actually going to send them a little bit of support against that trench if we can. Come on, something's got to be able to hit them. I mean, at least we can hit this. Nothing else. We just have to try and rush. Rush, we're on 13. What the heck? Taking out the machine gun at least. Alright, probably going to lose all of the units we don't want to lose in this horrid little run. Come on over here. Yeah, we lost them. Bonus is gone. We wanted to take this ground with a minimal amount of casualties, but that was not meant to be. Maintain your defenses and advance the line. We need to make those lives count. Darn it. I mean, let's be fair. We really expect that much more from me. This was never going to work. Alright, we've only got one raider left. I don't really want to waste them, so we're just going to try and punch in here. Thankfully, we've hit the limit. So at this point, we can just chuck infantry. I'm going to have to chuck one of the raiders in. Absolutely chuck the infantry in against the enemy. I'm actually going to grab you to come out here and just destroy this balloon. There are so many balloons. And you've been sat there. Very useful. Very, very useful. Thank you, guys. I hate our infantry.
Get ready.
We have new orders on the fire step.
Alright, there you go. One destroyed. Moving on to the next.
We hold this ground.
Enemy fighters spotted. That's fine. We'll just drop down.
Attention, take control. Ready yourself. Position.
Right, I'm going to move infantry up. For the raiders, the grenadiers. Get reinforcements coming in to control Z. With that, though, we can then make the push against the main enemy line. Might still be able to claim a silver on this. Complaining about. Lost so many troops then. By securing both flanks, you have greatly relieved pressure on the other parts of the line. Excellent. Reinforce. Anywhere.
Ready yourselves. We're withdrawing.
Right, withdraw you, and do I have any more infantry down here? No, we've got all the infantry now has been advanced up to the central points. Mate, you're just gonna get shreked. Good luck with that.
We have arrived in the
Right, let's build up a little on Z. And we are gonna have have to push this quite a bit, because AI not nice. Right, I'm gonna hit them with a proper nasty little hit, and we're gonna use a barrage after. Then we're gonna suppress all these machine guns. Get some hits on those trenches. So we should be able to claim this trench, which should give us eyes onto the next trench. That's the theory. You done your job? Beautiful. Come over here and chill. Although, it does appear no one's really in there. Yeah, I don't even know where you're going to go from down here. Can you guys hit? You guys can hit. Right, I'm just gonna send them out and see. I'm getting shot at by anything. Huh. Cool. Right, you guys get moving.
We have new orders. Ready on the line.
Oh my days, there's no one here. Is this just like a free entry point? Right, I'm gonna send you around so you can destroy this machine gun nest. One rifleman. At no point do they ever consider just turning around. It's the greatest enemy you ever want to come across. Really? One of their infantry. Standard German infantry is taking on one of our raiding troops. I'm pretty sure that ain't quite cricket, mate.
Attention. Ready on the fire step.
Stand by for orders.
Position. We have new orders.
Let's grab another infantry, get them moving. Shuffle all these glorious chipper chappers around. Right, let's get the raider coming close. And yeah, we're just gonna bomb right there to hit everything coming out. Lovely. Not quite that close, preferably, but we'll get a bit of extra damage coming through. And more infantry. More infantry. Infantry inbound. I like it. I like it. You know what? Look at it. Let's just send a lot. Right, who needs to hold point X? Famous last words. How are we doing over here? So this is really heavily defended on the right-hand flank. I reckon if we just hold towards the right, we've got loads of infantry around here. Might chuck them an extra cheeky little trooper or two, because it looks like the enemy's making a bit of a push down there. We can always shuffle them out, needs be later on. Right, so withdraw them. Let's get shuffling. So it's all about just slowly moving into trenches and bringing our own troops unto bear.
Reinforcements reporting.
Reinforcements inbound. Right, probably should have dropped that a while ago, but it's fine. Air superiority? Let's get air superiority. Got 340 supplies remaining. Should be enough to see us through. Come on, you cheeky chappers. Get you moving forward. Don't even worry about the casualties. We can deal with them. It costs 8 for a precision, and it causes a fair chunk of damage. So we are going to hit both of these double trenches. 10 spent getting new units in. Well, we should be out by the time these 2 new units come through as well, so no double ups over there. Withdraw you. Don't really want to replace them too much. I think I just kind of want to keep pushing over here. More and more infantry. I mean, I can't go in there. Yeah, I can go in there. Look, it's lovely. Alright, fine, I won't. There you go. Good on your game, figuring it out. Take a little pot shot over there. Why not? Cheeky one. Oh, cretin, that's a lot of infantry. You should be firing. It would be lovely. Good on ya. I wish I could suppress them for you, but I guess that's not going to happen. Right, let's send in the raiders, because at least they can be setting up in the enemy's command. I'll also pause. Beautiful. That's it. Get in the trench, get firing away. At least you get a couple of cheeky shots off before the enemy. Or they absolutely trounce us. That is an option. Yes. Bear witness. Witness me. Right, 2 coming in on that flank. We have loads of raiders here on the right. Do we think we can get a cheeky little run in? Drop these right on the enemy positions. Let's get moving. We've lost so many soldiers. Worth it. Oh my days, they just spawned in? Right, let's get some hits in. We need to deal with a lot of infantry over here. Cretin. Right, we got enough infantry to hold them back. That's the good thing, but they have caused some damage over on this flank. Silver medal. Yeah, we captured the main enemy position. Probably could have disengaged. It's fine. I'll take a silver. Really wish I paid attention to the timer. But a glorious victory. Unfortunately, not getting the... I don't even know how many soldiers we lost. We lost a lot of soldiers. 15 is ridiculous. But claimed X, claims Y, got our bonus objective there, and pushed the main enemy position. I'm not honestly sure. I'm going to have a little play on how to do this and get the gold. But a nice little run, and I will take the silver as we advance into the final battle of the Great War Western Front. So as always, thank you very much, and thank you everyone who's been tagging along for this series, not to mention everyone who has joined us because of it. Looking forward to catching you in the next one. So of course, as always, until next time, peace out.
From Lieutenant Colonel W.B. Kingsmill, Commander 123rd Canadian Pioneer Battalion, Royal Grenadiers, to Ms. Ella Saunders, Sussex, England. My dear Mrs. Saunders, your boy, Private Conrad T. Saunders, has been granted leave of absence for 2 weeks, and I hope he is with you at the present. The officer commanding his company has already written advising you of the lamentable loss of your other son, who was killed instantly 3 weeks ago today. He was an excellent lad, and I can appreciate what your feelings must be. At the same time, the sorrow you will feel should be to some extent lessened by the fact that he bore such a splendid reputation with us and made such a glorious sacrifice. My heart goes out to you in your affliction. On the occasion when your boy was killed, his brother was with the same platoon, and though himself stunned, thrown to the ground and covered with debris, he had the presence of mind and the courage to immediately pull himself together and give such assistance as he could to his wounded comrades who were scattered about him. All this when he knew his brother was lying dead beside him. Such acts of conspicuous bravery must create very great pride in the hearts of the loved ones at home. The facts were immediately reported to the general commanding our division, who most promptly recognized the splendid work done by your son by granting him the military medal. Such an honor is not lightly won, and you have my heartiest congratulations. Repeating my sympathy in the loss of your son, and trusting that your husband, who I believe is not in the best of health, is better, believe me. Yours faithfully, Wallace B. Kingsmill.